Good day, engineers. So in this lecture video, we are going to discuss Chapter 7, which is the buoyancy. So let's talk about the Archimedes principle, a principle discovered by the Greek scientist Archimedes. So si Archimedes po is also our father of mathematics. So this principle states that any body immersed in a fluid is acted upon by an upward force or the buoyant force equal to the weight of the displaced fluid. So this principle, also known as the law of hydrostatics. So it applies to both floating and submerged body and to all fluids. So we have here a body immersed in a fluid. So yung concept natin in the total hydrostatic force, yung curved surface, it is also applicable in this topic or the buoyancy. So kapag kinat natin ito, so we have this one, makukuha natin yung kanyang upward hydrostatic force, and then sa taas naman is the downward hydrostatic force. So kapag pinag-minus natin yan or inequate natin into zero or the summation ng mga vertical forces, so ayan yung ating buoyant force. Pero hindi ito yung formula natin sa buoyant force. So let's take a look in this picture. So, meron tayo dito, ice cube, piece of wood, cork, stone, and iron nail. So, kapag enough yung buoyant force na naproproduce ng isang bagay, lulutang sila. So, ang formula kasi ng buoyant force natin is the gamma ng liquid times the volume dispersed. So, kapag sinabi nating volume dispersed, ito po yung volume na nakalubog. For the ice cube, ang volume na nakalubog is ito. Tama. So, meron tayo ditong BF or the buoyant force. Then, sa piece of wood, meron din siyang buoyant force. And then, sa cork, meron din siyang buoyant force. Actually, si stone, may buoyant force din yan. So, bakit hindi siya lumutang? It is because hindi enough yung buoyant force na naproproduce niya. Kasi, ang formula natin for the buoyancy is the weight is equals to BF. Baka naman mas mabigat si weight or yung weight ng stone kesa sa buoyant force, which is, so ito yung weight natin ng stone, which is, lulubog talaga siya kung maliit lang si BF ng stone. So, same din siya sa iron nail. So, meron tayo ditong weight ng iron nail and then the buoyant force ng iron nail. So, baka hindi enough yung, hindi enough yung buoyant force na naproproduce ng isang iron nail. Okay? So, a body immersed in a fluid is acted by a buoyant force which is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. So, meron tayo ditong formula which is the W is equals to BF. So, ano ba tong W? W natin is the weight ng object. So, kung papansin niyo, ang formula natin sa figure is W is equals to gamma ng object times the volume ng object. So, itong weight po natin is total yan. Ibig sabihin, kabuuan. Kasi, unit weight ng object, then volume ng object. Pwede nating sabihin na volume total yung VO. So, next, meron tayong BF. So, ang BF natin, sabi ko nga kanina, gamma ng fluid displaced, or ano yung fluid na to, times the volume dispersed. Volume dispersed or volume displaced, iisa lang po yan. Volume of body displacing, volume of body immersed, or ano pa yung isang tawag dun? Nakalimutan ko na yung term. Basta lahat ng mga nakalubog, yan yung volume na gagamitin. Kapag BF or the buoyant force ang pinag-uusapan natin. So, andito naman na yung ating mga BF is the buoyant force. Gamma F is the unit weight of fluid displaced. Tapos yung volume D is volume of fluid displaced, volume of body displacing, volume of body immersed. Banggit ko naman na yan kanina. So, meron pa tayong additional formula dito. So, for homogeneous body of fluid or volume, V is floating in the homogeneous liquid at rest. So, the volume displaced is SG ng object over SG ng fluid times volume. So, yung volume dito is the volume total. Is equals to gamma ng object over gamma ng volume times volume total. So, for a floating body of height h and constant cross-sectional area parallel to the liquid surface, the submerged length d is given by, ayun pala yung word na hinahanap ko kanina, submerge. So, yung d natin, ito yan floating body. Yung d natin is ito. Kung sa ating statically floating bodies ba yun na topic, yung d is tinatawag na draft. So, yun yung nakalubog. So, d is equals to sg ng object over sg ng fluid times h or the height ng body. Is equals to gamma ng object over gamma ng fluid times h. Okay, so example na tayo para mas magets. So, a block of wood, 0.4 meters by 0.4 meters by h meters in dimension was thrown into the water and floats with 0.2 m projecting above the water surface. So, the same block was thrown into a container of liquid having a specific gravity of 0.8 and it floats with 0.18 projecting above the surface. So, determine the following. A, value of H. B, specific gravity of block. C, weight of the block. So, paano natin yan isolve? Una, i-draw muna natin. So, meron daw tayong block of wood. So, 0.4 by 0.4. Then, yung height niya, hindi sinabi. Tinapon daw siya sa water. So, nung tinapon daw siya sa water, meron daw tayong 0.2 projecting above the water. So, ito yon. So, ang total height niya is the h. Then, itong lubog naman, sabihin natin, yan na yung ating D or the draft. So, same block, tinapon din siya. 0.4. Tinapon siya sa container na meron daw yung liquid na yon, merong specific gravity na 0.8. So, nung tinapon siya doon, ang lumulutang daw is 0.18 meters. So, ang total height niya is h, then yung lubog or the volume submerged is t. So, pwede natin sabihin na ang d dito, d is equals to h minus 0.2. Tama ba? Then, dito sa kabila, ganyan na lang natin. D is equals to h minus 0.18. Sabihin na natin dito at water. Ito naman at liquid. Hindi natin alam kung anong liquid yan. So, formula natin, W is equals to BF. Ang pinapahanap sa atin, yung value ng H, yung height ng block. So, sabi ko nga sa W natin is the total total weight. So, gamma ng wood times volume ng wood is equals to gamma ng fluid dispersed times volume displaced. So, ang mangyayari dito is magkakaroon tayo ng two equations. Then, i-equate natin siya. So, at water, simulan muna natin sa water. Ang SG ng water is 1.0. So, sana alam na to. Patapos na tayo. So, formula natin. SG ng wood times ang gamma dito lagi niyong tatandaan. SG ulit yan times the gamma ng water. So, SG ng wood times 9.81 times 0.4 squared. Ito yung area. Then, times H. Tama? Itong dalawang to, ito yung gamma. Tapos ito si volume. Equals to water siya. So, 1 times 9.81 times 0.4 squared times D. So, makakancel si 9.81, 0.4 raised to 2, check ko lang kung nagre-record pa. Then, ang natira is SG ng wood times H is equals to D. Alam natin na ang D is ang sinabi natin kanina, ito H is equals H minus 0.2. So, this is our equation number 1. Okay, so next, gawin natin yung ating at liquid. So, sa liquid natin, meron tayo ditong SV na 0.8. So, SG ng wood, same lang kanina, times 9.81 times 0.4 raised to 2 H is equals to 0.8 times 9.81 times 0.4 squared times T. Then, cancel, 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 cancel. Ang natira ay SG ng wood times H is equals to 0.8 T. So, SG ng wood times H is equals to 0.8 times yung D natin kanina sa liquid, H minus 0.18. So, ito yung ating equation number 2. So, equate natin. Equate 1 and 2. So, H is equals to, minus pala. Balikan natin yung So, yung equation 1 natin, ang SG wood H daw ay H minus 2. So, equate natin yan. Parang ganito yung mangyayari kasi dyan. SG wood H is equals to SG wood H. So, ito, yung sa ating water, then ito yung sa liquid. So, ano yung sa may water natin? H minus 0.2 is equals to 0.8 times H minus 0.18. So, ang H na makukuha natin dito is 0.28 meters. Tama ba? Wait lang. Tama. 0.28 meters. So, ito yung ating hinahanap na height. Okay, so letter B, what is the specific gravity of the block? So, ang tinatanong yung SG wood. Actually, kahit saan naman dito, pwede nyong gamitin. So, use either equation 1 or equation, sakit na ng kamay ko 2. So, ngayon, ang gagamitin ko is the equation 2. So, equation 2 natin is the SG wood times H is equals to 0.18 H minus 0.8. Ay, 0.8 lang pala to. So, i-substitute natin yung value ng H na nakuha natin kanina. Oops. Which is 0.28 is equals to 0.8 times 0.28 minus 0.18. So, SG would is equals to 0.286. Okay, so letter C is the weight of the block. So, C, tinatanong weight ng block. Weight is equals to gamma ng wood times volume ng wood. So, gamma ng wood is 0.286 times 9.81 times area natin na 0.4 squared times yung height natin para maging volume, which is 0.28. So, ang weight ng ating block ay equal sa weight ng wood. 0.126 kiloton. Okay, yan yung ating number 1. Okay, next, number 2. A block of wood, 0.2 meters thick, is floating in seawater. The specific gravity of wood is 0.65. Find the minimum area of the block which will support a man weighing 80 kg. So, meron lang daw tayong wood dyan na palutang-lutang sa seawater. So, ganyan. Ngayon, ang sabi, bakit naman ang drawing ko? Binigay yung ating thickness, which is 0.2 meters. Then, specific gravity ng wood na 0.65. Ngayon, ang nawawala is the area ng block. So, hinahanap natin dito yung area ng block which will support a man weighing 80 kilograms. So, kapag may tao daw dyan or pag may sumakay, diba kapag lulutang-lutang lang yan, hindi naman siya nakalubog, as in lubog na lubog. So, since sinasabi niya na magsusupport lang naman ng man, so kapag sumakay na, ang magiging itsura na ng block natin, nakalubog na, then, yung ating tao dito. Yan. So, ang thickness natin, hindi naman na iba, 0.2 meters. So, meron na tayong weight ng man, which is 80 kilogram. Actually, hindi siya weight eh. It is our mass. Pero, kukunin natin yung weight. Then, meron tayong weight ng block. Dito. Weight ng block. Tapos, meron tayong buoyant force. B. So, ang magiging formula natin, weight is equals to BF. And sabi ko, dun sa weight natin, it is the total weight. So, total weight natin, meron tayong weight ng block plus weight ng man is equals to buoyant force. Okay, so unahin natin yung weight ng block. So, weight ng block, meron tayong 0.65 times 9.81. Ito yung ating gamma. Times the volume, which is yung area nga ng wood, times the 0.20 na thickness. Plus, so mass ang binigay dun sa man, ang weight naman natin is equals to mass times the acceleration due to gravity. So, meron tayong 80 times 9.81 equals, anong liquid to? Seawater. Seawater, so 1.03 times 9.81 times the, yung nakalubog is buo. So, area ng wood times 0.2. Actually, hindi pala 9.81 ang gagamitin natin dito. Bakit? Because itong dalawang to, Newton na yan. So, para hindi na tayo mag-convert, ang gagamitin natin, 9, 8, 10. 9, 8, 10. So, ang AW or the area ng block or area ng wood ay 1.053 meter squared. Okay, so tapos na tayo dito. Proceed tayo sa ating next problem, which is number 3. Wait lang. So, an iceberg, SG is 0.86, float in the ocean, which is yung specific gravity ng ocean ay 1.03 with 500 cubic meters above the water level. So, letter A, find the total volume of the iceberg in cubic meter. Letter B, find the weight of the iceberg in kilonewton. And letter C, if it floats in fresh water instead, what will be the volume above the water line? So, meron tayong iceberg. Kunwari yan. Then, it floats in the ocean na merong SG na 1.03. Yung 500 cubic meters ay above the water level. So, yung volume daw. Yung volume above ay 500 cubic meters. So, ang tinatanong, total volume ng iceberg. So, kung ang VA or the volume above natin is yan, ito nasa ilalim, malamang si volume below. Then, ang total volume which is pinapahanap is volume above plus volume below. Pwede natin siyang equate as volume below is equals to volume total minus 500. Okay, so letter A. Dito na. Letter A, sagutan natin. W is equals to PF. So, yung weight natin, yung W natin dyan is the total. So, ano ang specific gravity ng iceberg? 0.86. Then, 9.81. Since total yan, ang gagamitin nating volume is the volume total. Equals to BF or yung nakalubog na part. 1.03 times 9.81 times volume below which is VB. Pero ang VB natin is ito na, 'di ba? Ito. 'Di ba? Nagawa natin kanina. So, sulat ko na lang din para hindi malito. Equals to 1.03 times 9.81 times VT minus 500. So, ang volume total natin dito is 3,092.412 cubic meter. Hindi ko pa na-check kung tama yan. 0.86 times 9.81. Pwede nyo naman i-shift solve to. Diba? 1.03 times 9.81. Shift solve. Tama. Okay, so next, ang tinatanong, weight ng iceberg in kilonewton. So, weight lang naman ng iceberg, pwede na dito. Letter B. Ito yun, no? Ito. So, weight is equals to gamma volume. So, 0.86 times 9.81. Total to total. Times, ano ang volume total natin? 3,092.412. So, ang weight natin dito is 0.86 times 9.81 times 3,092.41. Two six 089.443. Buti na lang pala chinek ko, mali kasi yung nakasulat dito. Wait lang. Check ko nga. Okay guys, mali pala yung naisulat ko, kaya pala nagre-recompute ako lahat. And na-realize ko mali pala. Baliktad lang naman. Then, ito mali na. Okay, so ituloy natin. Ang sagot dito is 3,029.412. Then, 3,029.412. Ang sagot natin dito is, wait, check ko nga lang kung nagre-record. Okay, ang sagot natin is 25,557.937 kilonewton. Okay? So, next ang sagot, next question, if it floats in fresh water instead, what will be the volume above the water line? So, i-draw lang natin ulit. So, meron tayo dito, C, tapos yung ating iceberg daw ay lumulutang sa fresh water. Eh, fresh water natin, SG is equals to 1. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito, ang tinatanong pala is volume above ito. So, meron tayong W is equals to DF. So, ang W natin, nakuha natin kanina, which is 25,557.937. Then, ang BF natin, so, ito yung BF, di ba? Ito yung W. So, ang BF natin, nasa freshwater na tayo, 1 times 9.81 times volume displaced. So, kapag na-solve natin yan, ang volume displaced ay 2605.294 cubic meter. So, ang hinahanap natin is the volume above. So, ito yung volume above. Then, ito yung volume below. So, ang equation natin dyan is volume total is equals to volume above minus volume below. Ay, plus pala. Sorry. So, itong VD natin, para hindi kayo malito, gawitin ko na lang is volume below. Volume below. So, volume above is equals to VT minus VP. So, ang volume total natin na na-solve kanina is 3,029.412 cubic meter minus VB, which is 2605.294 cubic meter. So, ang VA natin is 424.117 cubic meter. Okay? So, yan yung ating number 3. Next, sample problem number 4. A hollow cylinder. Check ko lang kung nagre-record. Okay, nandito pa naman. So, a hollow cylinder, 1 meter in diameter and 2 meter high weighs 3,825 Newton. So, how many kN of lead weighing 110 kilonewton per cubic meter must be fastened to the outside bottom of the cylinder to make it float with 1.5 meters submerged in water. So, meron tayo dito, cylinder. Masyadong malaki. So, lalagyan daw natin or tatalian daw natin ng lead. Dito sa baba, sabihin natin lead. Ngayon, kapag kinabit daw natin yan, dapat daw ang nakalubog sa cylinder is 1.5 meter. So, kung 2 meters ito, ilan lang nakalutang? 0.5. Okay? So, ang diameter ng ating cylinder ay 1 meter diameter. Okay? So, ano yung mga forces natin dito? Meron tayong weight ng cylinder, then weight ng lead, then kokontrahin yan ng buoyant force ng cylinder, then buoyant force din ng lead. Okay? So, solve natin. Ano bang hinahanap? How many kN of lead? Kn of lead, so ang hinahanap is yung weight ng lead. Okay? So, W is equals to BF. So, weight ng cylinder plus weight ng lead is equals to buoyant force ng cylinder plus buoyant force ng lead. So, ang weight ng cylinder is 3825 Newton. Convert na lang natin sa kilonewton, 3.825 kilonewton. So, 3.825 kilonewton. Plus, weight ng lead, which is 110. Specific gravity yan I mean, specific weight. Times the volume ng lead. Is equals to, buoyant force ng cylinder is, ang water natin is water lang, 1 times 9.81 times, since cylinder yan, ang area natin is circle. Pi over 4 times 1 meter squared times 1.5. So, 1.5 yung nakalubog na cylinder. Plus 1 times 9.81 times the volume ng lead. So, kapag sinolve natin yan, shape solve, volume ng lead is 0.077 cubic meter. So, ang hinahanap is the weight ng lead, which is itong WL. So, weight ng lead is equals to gamma ng lead times volume ng lead. So, 110 times 0.077. So, ito ay, lagay ko lang unit, kilonewton per cubic meter times 0.077 cubic meter. So, meron tayo ditong 8.47 kilonewton. So, yan yung ating weight ng lead. Okay, yan yung sagot natin sa letter A. Next, letter B. Wait lang, hindi ko pa nabasa. So, sa letter B natin, how many kN of lead if it is placed inside the cylinder? So, naiba yung ating scenario. So, kanina, nasa labas, ngayon, nasa loob. Okay, drawing natin. Meron tayo ditong cylinder. So, yung cylinder na yon, nakalubog ang 1.5. Ito yung 0.5. Then, 2 meters. Ito yung ating lead na nasa loob daw. So, anong pinagkaiba nito? Ang pinagkaiba is, ito, ang weight na lang natin dito, weight ng cylinder, and meron pa ring weight ng lead. Pero sa buoyant force, ang nakalubog na lang or naka-expose sa ating water is the BF na lang ng cylinder. So, yan yung pinagkaiba. Okay? So, W is equals to BF. W natin is meron pa rin dalawa, WC plus WL is equals to BF. So, ang WC natin is 3.825 which is given plus W ng L. Equals to 9.81 times pi over 4 times 1 squared times 1.5. So, bakit ginawang WL na lang to? Kahit may given tayo na 110. Kasi hindi naman na natin, kanina kasi kailangan natin yung volume ng lead. Eh ngayon di naman na, so WL na agad. So, WL is equals to 7.732 kilonewton. Okay, so, tapos na tayo sa problem number 4. So, next, punta na tayo sa problem number 5, which is the last problem. Okay, meron tayong two spheres, each 1.2 meters in diameter, are connected by means of the short rope. One weighs 4 kilonewton and the other weighs 12 kilonewton when placed in water. Compute the A, tension in the rope, B, volume of sphere exposed above the water surface, and letter C, height of the segment above the water surface. So, eto, hindi basta-basta mag-draw tayo. Bakit? Kailangan muna nating i-check. Kung, since, meron tayong two spheres daw kasi, na connected sa short rope, ganyan. Pero alam ba natin kung nakalutang lang ba yung isa, nakalubog yung dalawa? So, hindi pa natin alam. Wala tayong idea. So, una, gagawin muna natin is to check. Check muna natin kung lulutang ba or lulubog. So, paano natin i-check? I-compare natin yung unit weight ng isang sphere sa kanyang buoyant force. Sorry, hindi pala buoyant force, the unit weight ng water. Okay? So, gamma is equals to WB. And ang volume natin dito is, since sphere, 4/3 pi R, which is, ito yung diameter, di ba? So, ang R natin dito is 0.6. 0.6 cube. So, ang V natin dito is 0.905 cubic meter. So, 9 natin sa 4 kN. 4 kN na sphere. Ang weight niya is 4 kN over 0.905 is equals to 4.420 kilonewton per cubic meter. So, mas malaki ang unit weight ng water. So, ibig sabihin, lulutang siya. Tama? So, next, sa 12 kilonewton naman, so 12 over 0.905 equals to 13.260 kilonewton per cubic meter. So, mas malaki siya kesa sa unit weight ng water. So, lulubog. Ito, lulutang. Ito, lulubog. So, alam na natin yung kanyang drawing. Ngayon naman, i-draw natin siya. Kasi na-visualize na natin, alam na natin yung kanyang behavior. So, letter A. Sulat ko na lang dito. So, itong 4kn, tapos may tally tayo, then 12kn. Ganyan yung ating itsura. So, paano pala yung ating forces? So, meron tayong weight. Ano ba sinulat ko dito? Weight 1 na lang. Then, meron tayong BF1. Meron tayo ditong BF2. Weight 2. Meron din tayo ditong BF2. Tapos, yung rope natin, meron tayong tension. Kasi maghihilaan yan. So, ito yung tension. So, ganyan yung ating forces. So, kunin natin yung nasa ilalim. Kasi ang tinatanong natin, yung tension daw sa rope. Mas madali kasi kapag i-consider natin yung ilalim since nakalubog na siya ng buo. So, wala tayong magiging problema sa kanyang volume displaced. Kunin natin yung ilalim. Meron tayong tension ng rope, which is si T. Then si W2. Then ito si BF2. Itong W2, yan yung ating 12kn. So, summation, forces, vertical. So, assume natin na upward positive. So, T plus BF2 equals to W2. Okay, so T is equals to W2 minus BF. So, W2 natin 12 minus 1 times 9.81 times 4/3 pi times 0.6 cube. So, ang T natin dito is 3.124 kilonewton. So, yan yung ating tension sa rope. Okay, so next naman na tanong, volume of sphere exposed above the water surface. So, paano to? I-consider natin yung above. Ang hinahanap ay volume daw ng ito. Volume ng expo. So, meron tayo ditong weight, which is the 4 kilonewton. Then, the buoyant force na 1. Then, yung tension rope. So, sabihin na lang natin pa ganito. Tension rope. Ito ay 1.2. Okay, so W is equals to BF. Ang W natin dito is dalawa, which is yung W1 then yung T. Sulat ko na lang agad. Sabihin na lang natin na magsa-summation ulit tayo. Summation Fy is equals to 0. Ano ba to? Downward positive. So, meron tayong 4 plus, sabihin na lang natin, W plus T is equals to BF. So, W natin, 4 plus T na 3.124 equals to BF, which is, wala. Yun pala yung hinahanap. So, ang BF natin dito, 7.124 kilonewton. Eh, ang tinatanong, yung volume exposed. So, paano natin makukuha si volume exposed? So, si volume total is equals to, di ba, volume exposed plus volume dispersed. So, VE is equals to volume total. Tama ba to? Volume total minus volume dispersed. Okay? So, ang BF natin is gamma WV dispersed. Tama? So, equate natin, magiging 7.124 is equals to 9.81. Kasi ano lang naman to, water, di ba? So, 1 yung kanyang SG. Lagay na lang natin. 1 times 9.81 times VD. So, ang makukuha nating VD dito is 0.726 cubic meter. So, ang volume total natin, ano bang formula ng volume ng sphere? 4/3 pi r cube. So, r natin is 0.6 cube minus VD na nakuha natin, 0.726. So, ang VE natin dito is 0.179. 179 cubic meter. Okay, so letter C. Letter C naman natin, ang tinatanong is the height of the segment above the water surface. So, kung dito sa figure natin sa letter B, ang hinahanap natin dito is height. So, meron kasi tayong dalawang formula sa pagkuha ng volume ng spherical segments. So, meron dyan kapag iisa lang ang base mo, which is, sulat ko, volume of spherical. More on more on geometry segment. So, meron kasi tayong dalawang formula. For example, meron tayong sphere. Kapag one base ang sinabi, ito lang yon, one base. Pero kapag two base, ganyan na. Two base. So, pag one base, ang formula natin is pi h squared over 3r minus h. Then, kapag dalawang base naman na, pi h over 6 times 3a squared plus 3b squared plus h. So, i-memorize nyo yan. Kasi ako pinilit-pilit din akong i-memorize yan. Sabi ko, bakit ko yan i-memorize? Di naman yan lalabas sa board exam. Yun, lumabas sa board exam yan. So, yun lang. So, since ang tinatanong naman is yung height na height ng segment about the water surface, so kung papansin niyo, ito yung hati. Nakikita nyo ba? Sa drawing sa letter B. Ito yung hati. So, ilang base yan? So, meron lang tayong one base. So, ang gagamitin natin is yung one base. So, V, one base, is equals to, or sabihin na lang natin, na pi h squared over 3 times 3r na 0.6 minus h. Ngayon, ano ang volume ng one base? Ano ba yung volume dito? Diba nakuha natin, volume exposed is ito, 0.179 equals 0.179. So, ang h na makukuha natin dito is 0.342 meters. So, yan yan. So, 1 base lang naman yung gagamitin natin dyan. Since, ito lang naman. Kumbaga, ito, gagamitin nyo to, pwede nyo gamitin na dito sa letter B kung given si H. So, kasi yun naman na yung volume na makukuha dito, yung volume na nasa taas. Okay? So, sana na-gets nyo yon. And yan lang yung ating examples for our topic, which is the buoyancy. So, thank you for watching, guys. I hope may natutunan kayo ulit. And, please don't forget to comment done watching, then your name and your section. So, bye, guys.